Yeah, that's right. You got it. It must be huge. And it is. It is gigantic. It is bigger, bigger, bigger. And I wish I had 1,000 pinheads, because 1,000 pinheads would fit inside Jupiter. I'm feeling smarter already. And it's a little scary, actually. I'm really far away. The sun obviously is doing its job. And I'll ask you one further question, especially if you're 10 years old. If I gave you Jupiter and I asked you to walk around in an orbit about our school and our Jupiter to scale in time, how old would you be when you got back here after going around in orbit one time? Keep thinking. Don't give up. How long does it take Jupiter to go around? You got it. 12 years. If you're 10 years old now, you'll be shaving when you come back. You'll be 22 years old. Space is big. Incredible, really. But we're not done yet. Back into the planet cup, giant Jupiter. You probably also know that Jupiter has a family of moons. When I was your age, we only knew about 10 moons or 12 satellites around it. Today, take a deep breath, 79. No, I'm not that old, but that's a big number. Jupiter, go back in there. Who knows what planet's next? I'll give you a hint. Lord of the Rings. Saturn. Ready? Take out our signpost. 112 steps. Forward, march. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How am I doing? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 3, 34, 35, 36, 7, 38, 39. Posture, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 40. Stop playing Fortnite there. 51, 52. Pay attention to 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 60. No, you can't walk the dog. 61, 64, 60, 66, 67, 8, 60. Now the cat. 79, 80, 81, 82, 3, 80. You can't clean your bedroom. 85, 6, 87, 88, 9, 90, 91, 92, 3, 94, 95, 6, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 110, 111, I did it! Saturn! I know it's springtime now, the ground's not frozen. This is deep space. I can barely see the ladder. And I can see the sun, but this is chilly out here. Saturn, there you are. There's nothing more beautiful, I found, as an astronomer, hobbyist, teacher, is seeing Saturn in the telescope. It's so far away, you need one to be able to see the mighty ring of Saturn here. That ring is so long it could fit between the Earth and the Moon. And it's thin, mighty thin. I've read reports it might only be as thick as this stick. You know, nature's funny. I'm trying to be funny too. We're at Saturn, and we can see the sun has dwindled down to the teeny weeny sun silly beanie out there. The immensity of space. You 10-year-olds, here's your chance again. If I give you Saturn and ask you to walk the walk, how old are you going to be when you get back here to scale in time? Take a deep breath, because you're probably going to, well, not believe me. 40 years old. You ever thought about what you're going to look like when you're 40? I have to look backward to think about what I used to look like when I was 40. What will the world be like in the year 2060, 40 years from now? What will people be driving, eating? How will people dress, haircuts? What will be the state of the state? Where will you be working or living? We shouldn't be frightened of the future. We should look forward to it. And what are we doing today to make our future a brighter, more successful one? Saturn, with its family of moons. I've read that in spite of the 52 known satellites mentioned in the Saturnian system, there could literally, in the final analysis, be a couple hundred of them. Sounds like a traffic jam to me. Aren't you glad we don't have 200 moons in our sky at night? Maybe you don't care. Therefore, we're going to have to go on deeper. I'm going to return Saturn to its proper place in the Greek planet cup. Thank you. Who knows what planet's next? I know it's your favorite. The old turquoise green gem, Uranus. 229 spaces and places and paces. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 19, I'm walking the walk. I'm not talking the talk. I need to focus. 45. Beautiful day here in outer space. 60. 70. I don't know if I can do it, but I must endure. 80. For the sake of the solar system going on. 90. 100. 110. I'm still walking. Are you still listening? 120. Come on, this is a good lesson. Bet you can't wait to walk this out. 135. 55. I'm still going. Air's a little thin. There's no air here. 165. We're pretending though. Come on. Aren't you having fun there watching me struggle? 175. I'm motoring, but this is big deep space. 195. 200. Mission Control is giving me a course correction. 205. 210. I'm still smiling. There. I just had a course adjustment. 219 steps. We're in trouble. The sun is out of visibility. Now, in reality, our pacing represents close to 2 billion miles. Over 3 billion kilometers. This is incredible. I mean, it's kind of scary when you think about it. Space is immense, and we're just talking about our neighborhood in the universe, the solar system, to scale, mind you. My apprehension is leading to some comprehension and tension. Where's that Uranian I found it! Found it! Here it is. You never thought I'd find it. Uranian planet. 10-year-olds, check it out. How long would it take for you to walk with your Uranian planet in one orbit and come back? You're not going to like my answer. It broke! Well, it's just a peanut. Give me a break. You You'd be 96 years old. Actually 94, I made a mistake. Will you forgive me? 94 years old. What do you think you're going to look like when you're 94? What are you going to eat when you're 94? 94? That's the 22nd century. I don't know. It's a little too deep for me. We've only got one more to go. You don't want to go any? You're tired? You're cold? I know I'm not boring you. But you want to check out Neptune, don't you? All right, we'll start. Don't fall asleep. You're sleeping. I hope there's a mom or a dad or a family member to jog the kids up. We've got one more planet. I'm going all the way. Neptune! Ho! 1, 2, 6, 7. I never dreamed I was going to be doing this when I was a kid. I just wanted to go swimming, drink lemonade, ride my bike, watch TV, watch more TV, watch more TV, maybe go to a movie if I had some money. Those are the days when, in early childhood, on a Saturday afternoon, 100, I could go to the movies for 35 cents. That's right, you heard it. 35 cents. And boy, that's when movies were movies. It's a lot of fun. I've often wondered as I've continued in this astronomy education career why I'm doing this. There's so many things you can do as an adult in life. But when you're looking for passion and you're looking for communication and you're looking for purpose, I think astronomy offers just the most exciting venues and the ability to satisfy your curiosity about the unknown, the mysterious, the great places of space. And how do people fit into all this? And why do you need to know this anyways if all you want to do is go to school and find a job and maybe raise a family? And well, my feeling is, in the final analysis, we really want to be able to go and learn where we are. It's that human sense of adventure and curiosity, don't you? 150. And, you know, I'm curious about it too. Been interesting, and you never know who you're going to meet in outer space. There could be other astronauts. If you're from Maine and listening to this, you know that one of our own traveled around the Earth recently, Jessica Meir of Caribou, Maine. And Chris Cassidy from York, Maine, is currently on board the space station, the International Space Station. You know, there's so many things to see. And our journey's just about over, 200. We've been striving and trying to do our best to understand the solar system to scale. And I hope you begin to understand reality is a little scary when it comes to spacey stuff. It's not just watching a movie or a quick computer game. True places in space are awesome. We give ourselves a lot of credit for being able to explore by spacecraft and telescope and all other instruments some of the wonders of space. I'm so excited to have a chance to see. Wait a minute, it looks like there's some other astronauts up ahead. Welcome, fellow astronauts. We're here recording a video for the community on the solar system scale, and we're happy to see it. We're not alone out at Neptune.
No, we're just out for a walk.
Did you study the planet? Do you think that it's going to be part of our scientific curriculum in the future?
It could be.
Excellent. Well, it's nice knowing you.
We'll let you continue.
Yes, navigate back safely home.
You too.
Make it a great day. Neptune. This is an awesome experience. Depths of space. And could it possibly be true that our exploration to Neptune brought us into an incredible flyby situation back in 1989? That seems like ancient history, doesn't it? Sure does. It's 31 years ago that Voyager 2 spacecraft flew by this planet Neptune. So let's go fly by ourselves. Put in our Neptune post. Now when you make your own model, and we've walked about 2/3 of a mile, you might not have this much room. Maybe you just want to do the inner planets. Or maybe you have to go at a right angle to get the rest of the planets in. Or maybe you just want to double back. That's okay. key is that you're on the move and you're turning your book knowledge about the solar system into practical hands-on scaling and activity mode. The old Chinese proverb said, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. But I do and I understand. So we're looking for that apprehension, that understanding, that comprehension. And you've been very good taking a little walk with me here. We've been out longer than I expected, but space is big. Neptune! All right, 10-year-olds, I've got to do it. If you took a Neptunian orbit with this planet, this giant, this gassy giant, ice giant, how old would you be when you got back? I don't think you're coming back. You'd be 175 years old. And that is a long time. Neptune, I salute you. It's time to go back home. I want to thank everyone to joining me, the Friendly Astronomer. We're going to walk the walk back. I hope that our walk today has given you questions and information and experience in terms of the solar system and a better understanding of how we really try to better understand our place in space. Space is big, but we shouldn't be afraid of it. It should be something that is worthy of our exploration and human curiosity and knowledge. Our opportunity to grow continues all the time, and I think that astronomy as a science, as a life skill, is going to provide a great experience for all of you. Come on, let's walk back a little bit and we can talk about the planets while we close our program for today. This has been the third installment of The Friendly Astronomer. Our future installments will cover other areas of interest in space, but the solar system is an important one for kids. We want you to have a better understanding of just where you are and how we can actually get a grip on something that's so far away and so big. Now, you might want to be asking me, and I hope you're thinking about the solar system personally and participatorially. I just made up that word. How can I see these planets? You know, these again are models, but where are they really? Well, it's 2020, isn't it? The last time I looked at my calendar. And it's not April, and it's not June, it's May, and it's latter end of May. So what can I do if I, for example, want to actually see the planets themselves, and I don't even have a telescope, or even binoculars? Can I see them? I mean, it looks easy the way you do it here, and the answer is yes. So I want to give you a brief tip in 2020 in May, how to find, at this particular time, believe it or not, 5 planets of the solar system, not the Earth. And what are they? Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn. All are visible to you, or someone with you in the family, from a safe spot around your home. And I'm going to show you right now how to do so. I'm facing currently, in looking at you, due south. Nothing personal, but I'm turning my back to you, and I'm facing the north. Now I take a right angle and I'm facing east. And if I go in the opposite direction, I'm facing west. I'll use my friendly pointer to help. West, northwest, north, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest. Interesting, isn't it? You can do that. A lot of our smartphones have compasses built right in them that give you the cardinal direction and even the degree measurement to determine by number exactly your position in your sights. Planet number 1 and planet number 2 for visual inspection in May of 2020 are Mercury and Venus. It's approximately 8 to 8:30 at night, and these are clear nights at the end of May. I'm facing where? Right, the northwest. If I go about 2 hand spans up into the sky in the northwest at 8 or 8:30, after the sun goes down, mind you, which is very late in May, maybe 8:30, even toward 9, you're going to see a very bright star, very low. You've probably already seen it. And maybe many of you know you're looking at the planet Venus, our sister planet. That was the yellow pinhead. With your eye very closely in scrutiny, you may see a much fainter star point that are about 3 fingers beneath Venus toward the horizon. Binoculars will show it easily, and it's the planet Mercury. Venus and Mercury, side by side, a very rare close-up between those two. Did you like that? What do you mean? You're in bed by then? Well, okay. That must mean you're waking up early. How early? Well, in late May, maybe 4 in the morning. Yeah, you got that right. That's what I said, 4 in the morning. Because sunrise comes very early in late May. It actually comes up a little before 5 in the morning. If you're up for many reasons at 4 in the morning in in late May, you face where? Yep, south, southeast, south, southeast. In between the south and the southeast, you're going to see 2 stars, and they're quite bright. I bet some of you parents, if you're listening to me, have seen them, or other family members in the adult realm. One's quite bright, and the one further east is not so bright. Maybe it's farther away or smaller, and both are true. The brighter star point at 4 in the morning in late May is the planet Jupiter. And the star not quite as bright next to it, and they're close. They're only 3 fingers apart. The planet Saturn. What do you think of that? The Lord of the Rings, the 2 Jovian giants side by side. Wonder what they're talking about. Further to the east, and I did it myself this morning, about a handspan and a fist, is a 3rd star. It's quite easy to see, but it must be kind of lonely. It's far away from the other pair. And it looks kind of red, because it's the red planet. It's Mars. Jupiter, Saturn, and Mars. Isn't that interesting? Come on, let's go home. We're going to take our walk back to the Earth. We're striding here between Neptune and the Uranian planet. It's been an exciting walk. I want to thank all of you for joining me and giving me this time to talk about the solar system. There's much to learn. I want everyone and encourage everyone, especially by the family force, to go out and actually create your own scale model. If your space is limited in terms of your home yard or even near the neighborhood, just do the inner planets. Or you may even just want to start with the Earth and the Moon. We can even review that if you want to and care to do so. The important thing is that you're out walking the walk as well as talking the talk. And what's important then is that you can share the walking and the talking first with your family, then with your friends. When school starts, you have the opportunity to be top of the class and bringing the solar system to the school and helping everyone get a better clue about that particular place in space. Furthermore, if this study of the solar system interests you, a telescope and certainly a pair of binoculars seems quite in order. You can have the opportunity then to gaze more and more often into the sky and become more familiar with the motion of the planets. Because don't forget, from the Greek, like the yogurt cup, planet is from the Greek word planetes, wanderer, the wandering stars. And the wandering is noticeable. The planets closer to the Earth seem to wander with more range of motion than those farther away. So Mercury, Venus, and Mars, the terrestrial planets, seem in the sky to move with dispatch and strange motions that become predictable finally after so much study. The larger planets, so much farther away, the Jovian worlds, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, much slower in orbit, and their motions are much slower too than the inner worlds, the terrestrial planets. All these are important facts to be learning as you're growing and beginning to understand the solar system better. Planets travel through constellations in the sky too. Currently, Mercury and Venus are through the stars of the Bull. You remember that? Taurus, the Bull. In the morning sky, Jupiter is residing, taking residence in the Archer of Sagittarius, and Mars through the Sea Goat, Capricornus. All these constellations are part of the zodiac, which are 12 or actually 13 constellations, which the Sun and the Moon and all the planets seem to drift through. These constellations probably should be your starting point for learning more about the night sky. And let's not forget, one of the benefits of Aroostook County, Maine, northern Maine, and much of the state of Maine, and many parts of New England, even areas east of the Mississippi, are filled with dark skies still. We need to be aware of that and and to be conscious of enjoying and benefiting from the darkness in an appropriate and safe and secure way, so that you become more familiar with our place in space. Because no matter what the human presence does with its technology, we still are inhabitants on the pale blue dot, the small Earth, the good ship Earth. And it's important to be able to be more aware of the reality of our astronomical position.